VGS, Red Osprey, shortly departing Royal Pier 40 Cows, please.
Red Osprey VTS, that's all copy, thank you. The Y-Force will supply, just taking barges back to Marchwood moorings, and the Empress New Frontier 1, she's just backing out of the Ocean Dock and then proceeding outward bound. Got the Disney Dreamer dockhead outward bound and nothing immediate for you inward bound at this time.
All copy, thank you.
Osprey VTS and further traffic, the Anthem is just getting underway now from 101, should be swinging off the berth at 101.
All copy, thank you.
VGS, Red Eagle, looking and copy the traffic.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all received, sir, thank you.
VTS, Y-Force, so we'll finish with the New Frontier now, head back to Miracle Wharf.
Y-Force VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
VTS, well done.
White-O likewise, all received, thank you.
VTS, well done.
Will Dart VTS.
VTS, well done. Afternoon, Chris. That's us displacing the Empress with the Will Carry 300 alongside back to the Empress, please.
Will Dart VTS, good afternoon to you. That's all copied. Clear to proceed. Just got the New Frontier 1 off the Ocean Dock and Disney Dream Dockhead outward bound.
So we'll see, thank you.
VGS, Osprey.
Red Osprey VTS, where are you calling?
VGS, Red Osprey, afternoon again, sir. Can I get a dockhead citation from you, please?
Red Osprey VTS, 4.5 on the gauge, over.
All copy, thank you.
Ahoy, shipmates! What's going on here? I think a ship is leaving early. Don't know what's going on. I'm just catching up. Back in. Got slightly delayed in traffic.
New Frontier 1, Red Osprey.
And yeah, I'm just catching up with things, seeing what's going on.
Red Osprey, New Frontier 1, good afternoon.
New Frontier 1, Red Osprey, good afternoon, sir. Yeah, just coming away from Royal Pier there. If we proceed out to the Reds there, are you happy for us once we see a space to head out at the Hod Knock?
Yeah, no problem at all. You help yourself.
Much appreciated, sir. Thank you.
Oh, New Frontier's back in port again. That's the bunkering vessel. Bunkering Iona yesterday, and today bunkering Arvia. Let's have a look, see what's going on. Yesterday she was finding it difficult to get out in time. It does take most of the day to bunker. Let's have a look, see what's going on here. See if we can find New Frontier. I can't see New Frontier. There's New Frontier. Not over there. Oh well. Have a look for that later. Disney Dream. I missed it.
Red Gen 6 VTS, good afternoon to you. That's all copied, thank you. No immediate traffic for you. The Disney Dream just swinging off the dockhead at the moment, then proceeding outward bound. Should be followed by the New Frontier 1. She's away from the Ocean Dock. And the Anthem Seas, she's just swinging off 101 now out.
And yes, Disney Dream just off departing. I'm not sure she departed early or not, but I think she departed early. It's very irritating. Opera 7 Night cruise to fjords via Zeebrugge, Copenhagen, Oslo, Stavanger. 3,171 passengers on board, 1,456 crew. Well, that's a good ratio, isn't it? Good crew to passenger ratio. Ahoy there, shipmate John Hope is just subscribed. Many thanks for subscribing, shipmate. What a busy day in port today. Look at that lovely shot here of Disney Dream turning around just past the dockhead. Itchingham gets a wonderful view of her. She's picked up some speed turning around here, hasn't she? Hope the pilot knows what he's doing. Not too fast. Ahoy there, Rab Nesbitt. Ahoy there, Elizabeth G. And ahoy there, Mrs. Ayo. And ahoy there, Steve Reaper 44. And ahoy there, Paula Jones, QM2 not going out today already. I made a mistake. First. Oh, you're right, QM2 going out tomorrow. Oh, I must have. What have I done here? I'm in a bit of a hurry. Back in late to port, so I'm going to have to fix that, aren't I? I thought that was odd. Get rid of that one. There we go. Thank you for that, shipmate. Disney Dream. Oh, I've missed one, haven't I? Which one have I missed? Oh, Norwegian Dawn at 1:15. There we go. It's unusual. We don't normally get a 1:15 departure. Don't know what's been going on in the port. Don't know if the traffic yesterday. Traffic was very busy, so I don't know if that's been causing a problem today as well. Unfortunately, I've not been in the port. In fact, I've not even been on the water today. Even more disappointing because the weather has been spectacular. Turn the audio off of Itchingham. I think we've gone past hearing the horn. It's a bit of a shame. Ahoy there, Chris Shipping. Ahoy there, Up and Away Adventures has played Disney Horns. Yeah, I don't know. I think I've missed it. I think I missed it, shipmate. Unfortunately, lovely pointy bow on Disney Dreams. I think I was talking the other evening. I think Disney Dream reminds me of what in your mind a cruise ship looks like.
Southampton VTS, Disney Dream.
Disney Dream VTS, good evening to you.
Yeah, very good evening, Chris. Complete the swing south of Dockhead, call that Western Shelf.
Disney Dream VTS, that's all copy, thank you. Just got the Red Eagle passing SO inward bound, and the Maersk Kaliesh is still pushing up onto SO number 4. No other traffic to affect you at this time.
VTS, Disney Dream, that's all of us, thank you.
Yeah, it's busy.
VTS, the Norwegian Dawn is signalling up and follow the Anthem out.
Norwegian Dawn VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Yeah, we've got a busy evening today. 5 cruise ships departing port. We've got the Disney Dream already on the move. Ahoy there, shipmate Colin Lawton. Welcome aboard. Many thanks for subscribing. Anthem of the Seas is already on the move. Have a quick look at Anthem of the Seas. Where's Anthem of the Seas? Yep, Anthem of the Seas is in the upper swing ground. She's on the move. Norwegian Dawn has singled up. Looks like HMM Le Havre has crashed into the dock. That's not quite what you want. I think there's a problem with the AIS there. Ahoy there, shipmate TC Tugs. Many thanks for subscribing. Then we've got the Norwegian Dawn Aurora at 6 o'clock. She's further up the dock. And then at 7 o'clock for Arvia a little bit later. I wonder if that's due to all the activity we have going on in port today. Ahoy there, shipmate Philip Kelly. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. See, we have plenty of shipmates in the chat. Ahoy there, shipmate Wizzy McWiston. It says that my niece Minty on Anthem of the Seas, so looking to see her cabin. Happy cruising, Minty. Well, there we go. Minty is on Anthem. Maybe, hopefully she's port side. See what goes on there. Anthem of the Seas, and here goes one of the red funnels scurrying down Southampton water. Lovely stern of Disney Dream. Like I say, I was just saying, I think that Disney Dream is very much what you would imagine cruise ships look like. Very elegant, slender, lovely colorations. Not like the cartoon image that you might think of a cruise ship, but just very pretty. Let's have a look. Here's the red funnel. So I'm just setting a few things up and turning a few things off. A little bit hazy out there today. What is the weather? Weather is 23C. I can say that for sure because it's very warm. I'm just coming on the motorcycle. I'm very hot indeed. 32 nautical miles. Looks about right, I guess. Let's just see if I can turn it off. I have to turn off the streaming on itching cam. Otherwise it gets its knickers in a twist. It does have it's very low bandwidth internet to itching cam, unfortunately. Oh, there, shipmate Ryan Proud. Many thanks for subscribing. I do appreciate all you for subscribing. We had quite a few subscribers yesterday for 4 cruise ships, and we had 4 cruise ships on Friday as well. Yesterday morning, Captain Martin and I were up fairly early to Brambles Bank to watch the cricket. Rather exciting. It turned out the weather was good. It was warm. It was good sunrise, and best of all, there was free rum on Bramble Bank.
Will supply.
Will supply VTS.
Then again, that's the Will Carry 250 barge back on our moor end at Marchwood. We're going to be running light back to 21 berth.
Will supply VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Jingle. VTS, VG Sapphire.
Very low
VG
weather as
Sapphire,
well.
VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, very low wind speeds today. Ideal to be hearing those horns from Disney Dream. Unfortunately, she left earlier than I was anticipating. I think originally it was Aurora was supposed to leave first, and then Disney Dream at 5. But I don't know. Something's going on there. I'm afraid I missed all of that. Just to make sure I've got everything working. Yeah. Hi there, shipmate Andrew Taylor. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Pleasure to have you on board. You might hear some conversation from what sounds like a radio. It is. It's the VTS traffic services, vessel traffic services here in the Port of Southampton. We get some information of what's going on, what the passenger numbers are.
Good time, VTS. Good afternoon.
They're talking to all sorts of ships that scatter around the port.
Good time, VTS, that's all copied, thank you. The Ilhan Bayrak, just approaching Mother Bank, outward bound.
So Disney Dreams radioed in earlier with...
VTS, Anthem of the Seas, Pierhead, outbound, main channel to the east.
Anthem of the Seas, VTS, good afternoon to you. That's all copied, thank you.
Pierhead, she's Pierhead. So she's just by Mayflower Park now, where getting ready for the boat show. And let's have a quick look. What was I looking at? I was looking at something, wasn't I? Oh, yes, excellent. So,
New Frontier 1 VTS, good afternoon. That's all received, thank you.
yeah, so 3,100.
Norwegian Dawn, on the way now.
Norwegian Dawn VTS, very good evening to you. That's all received, thank you.
3,171 passengers on Disney Dream. She has a capacity of between 2,500 double occupancy and 4,000 at occupancy. That's pretty good. We noticed yesterday that quite a few of the cruise ships are coming out with pretty much full capacity. Crew of 1,458, and we've got 1,152. 1,456, so 2 short of the maximum number of crew. That's a full complement. Lovely stern there on Disney Dream. Lovely, beautiful conditions here in port. So looking at the weather, very calm. Look at that, we're hardly breaking 10 knots. 23C, humidity's a little bit humid out there, I'd say, but generally very pleasant indeed. Next on our screens will be Anthem of the Seas. Norwegian Dawn, I think, is on her way. Looks like there's a tug there assisting Norwegian Dawn. I'm not quite sure why, it's not that windy. Aurora is further up in port. And then, of course, Arvia, she'll be out at 7. It's a bit hazy from this direction, isn't it? We saw this water slide on top last time the Disney Dream went out. And you can see people sliding down it. I wonder if we'll see anyone today. Oh, there we go. There's someone sliding. That does look fun. I wonder if it's hot in those tubes. Do you think like little greenhouses? Hope you managed to get some good views of Disney Dream as you departed. I suspect if you were watching on Itchincam, you may well have heard the horns of Disney Dream. So unfortunately, I couldn't quite get here in time. And then they left early. It's always the way, isn't it? Sure. Ahoy there, shipmate Johnny B's got the Bournemouth Air Show on at the same time. Excellent, shipmate. Glad you're enjoying that one. I saw some of that coverage earlier. I was going to try and get down to Bournemouth Air Show and cover that myself, but yeah, there's only so much a captain can do in a weekend. And I think it's Plains TV were down there, and they had some excellent coverage, so I didn't see a lot of point. Well, I was going to cover it from the water, of course, on a boat. This is more in my keeping. There's someone else going down that slide. Almost looks like it's 2 people. Almost like they're in a sort of canoe or something. Anyone in the chat, let me know how the flume slide works on Disney Dream. Perhaps you've been on it. Let me know. Oh, there's shipmate Dan Cooper. He's very excited in the chat.
Southampton VTS, this is Arvia.
Arvia VTS, good evening to you.
Good afternoon, sir. Just a request that we're going to look for the pilots around 18:45.
Arvia VTS, that's all copied. Your pilot should be on board before then. We have you down for a 1900 departure, and he should be with you approximately 30 minutes before your departure time.
Thank you very much, sir. That's 18:30 for the pilots, and we'll stand by on 1216.
Arvia VTS, all copied, thank you.
Yeah, Arvia's leaving slightly later though, so we got here the Disney Dream.
Aldemaro Island VTS, good afternoon, Jerry.
The Red Funnel and the Red Jet. Where's the Red Jet going to go? On the starboard side, I think, the Red Funnel.
Albemarle Island VTS, you got it wrong again, Jerry, but no problem at all. Traffic information, the Britann is currently at the West Princessa inward bound. Commodore Goodwill, she's just coming past the NAB anchorages, also in for Portsmouth. And the Ilhan Bayrak, just past Mother Bank, outward bound from Southampton.
Ilhan Bayrak, that's a interesting name for a ship.
BTS, Jenny Blue, high pier to Town Quay, copy the Aurora outbound.
Jenny Blue VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a super busy day in the Port of Southampton. Sounds like there's lots of commercial ships.
VTS, Southampton VTS, Arvia.
Arvia VTS.
Yes, sir. Could you just confirm whether the pilot will be seaside or shoreside?
Arvia VTS, yeah, pilot will board from shoreside.
Shoreside, sir. Thank you very much. That's Arvia standing by 1216.
Arvia just arranging for her pilot. Anthem of the Seas. Let's see if we've got any flags today. We had a few flags yesterday. Quite a few shipmates out on the balcony. I would suggest that's the place to be because it does feel quite Mediterranean out there.
Richard 6 VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Anthem of the Seas on a 7-night Norwegian cruise via Stavanger, Olden, Gallinger, Hog Sound with 4,426 passengers and 1,152 crew. I can see quite a few shipmates on board. Oh, look, there's some waving there. They could well be waving to Arvia. Oh, no, definitely a flag. Ah, it's the old Union flag. I think I know what that one looks like. Let's see if we can see that one again. Get close up. I wonder if these are shipmates. Very distinctly looking like shipmates waving a flag. Some more enthusiastic waving down below.
Ali Caticals VTS, good afternoon to you, that's all copied, thank you.
Yeah, we even had an Ahoy shipmate flag yesterday. Quite impressive. A Union flag.
VTS, Mercurius.
There we go. We can see
Mercurius
that one quite
VTS.
clearly.
Yeah, going to clear 44 after this layout signing.
Mercurius VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Norwegian Dawn just swinging off the berth, 102, and Aurora should be away shortly after.
Many thanks.
Curious, it's one of the tugs. I say there is a tug. Svitzer Bargate is helping Norwegian Dawn. I'm not quite sure why. It's unusual. There's hardly any wind. Chap there with a very bright orange shirt, easily highly visible. At least give us a wave if you're going to wear a bright orange shirt. Oh well, next time. Lots of shipmates up on deck. I would think they'll be perfect today. Wander around the decks, get some sun in, enjoy the port of Southampton with this lovely warm weather we're having. Of course, we're having warm weather because the schools are going back. I do like the stern on Anthem of the Seas. Hello, there's our chaps there again with the Canadian flag. I think someone was telling us in the flag that they're going on this ship.
VTS, Red Eagle, West of Sheffield Wednesday.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Anthem of the Seas there at Dockhead, outward bound on the gauge at Dockhead. It's currently 4.34.
Yeah, someone was saying that they're travelling on lots and lots of ships, or the same ship lots of times. These Canadians, they actually said hello to them. Don't quite remember the story, but there's often a Canadian flag on the stern. Anthem of the Seas. There we go.
Yes, Skull Pass 452, number 4.
Miss Kelly Air VTS, all copied, thank you. Good evening to you.
There's Anthem of the Seas with Arvia just in front of us. No one on the North Star. That's the ride on the very top, that glass capsule that goes up in the sky. It also goes left and right, swings over the side. We're not on it today, though. Ahoy there, shipmate. Nate Clayberg says, how long does it take to get to the White Cliffs from Southampton? If you were at the White Cliffs of Dover, that's approximately, that'd be a good couple of hours. Should get you to Dover. Takes about an hour to get around down Southampton Water, around Bramblebank, where the cricket was yesterday, across round Cowes, and then into the English Channel, and then probably another hour or so. I'd say like 3 hours, maybe. We should cover it. Depends on how fast they're going. Well, their shipmate Chris Shipping says, can't believe my eyes, Bargate on Dawn. Yes, that is true. I don't quite follow that. I don't know what the reasoning for that is. It seems rather unusual. I'll show you what he was talking about. So we've got Norwegian Dawn just here in the port, reversing to the middle swing ground. That's Norwegian Dawn, and with the Svitzer Bargate tug giving her a helping hand, which is unusual. It does happen in very windy conditions, but not normally in the lovely conditions we have today.
Southampton, VTS, CTEC diving.
CTEC divers VTS.
The divers clear of the water, still diving operations complete on the red capture.
CTEC divers VTS, that's all copied. Many thanks, have a good evening.
Shipmate Ellie Burley suggests that...
Security, all stations, this is Southampton VPS. Divers are out and clear of the water at berth 48. Say again, divers are out and clear of the water on berth 48. This is Southampton VPS, out.
Shipmate Ellie Burley suggests maybe she's having engine troubles. Could be, although I'd be surprised if she was actually departing port if the engine trouble's that bad. Maybe they still have problems with the Azipods turning. They still function going forwards. I don't know. Very curious. Normally you'd hear if they have a defect, they'd radio in as well. When they radio in about what they're doing, they would say if they have a defect. And I haven't heard anything. I've not been on the radio for very long, so... Very large ship, Anthem of the Seas. It's Disney Dream heading down at Southampton water. We have Norwegian Dawn. She's still reversing to the middle swing round.
Island VTS, that's all copied, thank you, and copied your conversation with the Britannia as well, Jerry.
Well, there, shipmate Actor Shaw Johnson says, enjoying the great views of the amazing cruise ships. Well, thanks, shipmate. It's been a good weather today. I have 5 ships in total departing. Blue Spanner Tim Ellis reckons it could be bow thruster issues or maybe training practice. Yeah, it could be. Could be. Who knows? I haven't heard anything. Shipmate Gail Cooper says, looks busy today. Yeah, it is. 5 cruise ships is quite unusual. We often have 3 and very often have 3 and frequently have 4. But to have 5 is rare. That is rare to have 5 cruise ships. We've got Norwegian Dawn. She's just having a little spin in the middle swing round right by Southampton Boat Show. There she is there, having a little swing over there. What is the weather like in Cowes? Oh, very good. Lots of yachts, lots of pleasure boats in the Solent. Then we will have, so we've got Norwegian Dawn is coming down, Aurora at 6, and then Arvia at 7. Probably go for a galley break between 6 and 7. Keep the live stream going.
Mercurius, the Norwegian Dawn. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Jim. Yeah, I'm going to hold in to you, please, this ringman.
Hello, Wayne. You've read through it there, please.
Yeah, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're talking to this tug here. Tug Mercurius.
BTS, Anthem of the Seas.
He's holding.
Anthem of the Seas, VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Well, the shipmate James Langs has currently got Carnival Pride in the dock here in Greenock. Shipmate Welsh Wanderer says, looks absolutely amazing. It does look good today. It's a wonderful day. We've had some really terrible weekends during August. Wet, miserable, rainy. Shipmate Ronnie Pattons has been on Arvia in 4 weeks today. Great for sail away parties today. Not like last week. Absolutely right, shipmate. It has been terrible weather. One of the red funnels there, escorting Disney Dream down Southampton water. And I'm just going to have a quick look at the map. Norwegian Dawn still spinning around. And if we'll have any flags. And a Scottish flag yesterday on Iona. Maybe we'll get some different flags today. We've already had a Union flag. Plenty of shipmates out on their balconies enjoying this wonderful weather. Say it is 23C. Visibility has dropped. I thought it might as much because it definitely looks a bit hazy out there. But look at, there's plenty of shipmates. Arvia is not even departing for another hour and a half, and yet the balcony out there is full of shipmates enjoying the wonderful weather here in the port of Southampton. It's a Union flag. Oh, hang on, no. Nope, I think it's a Welsh flag. A Welsh flag, I think, is possibly one of the most popular flags we get here on the channel. We have Welsh flags and the Cornish Kerno flag. That seems to be equally popular. Come on, Gerald, keep it down. Ahoy there, shipmates. Gabor Gondix, welcome aboard, shipmates. Many thanks for subscribing. I think she's checking her phone, or she's talking to someone. Definitely needs some weight in the bottom of that flag.
Britann VTS, that's all copied, sir. Thank you. Good evening to you, and we'll speak to you later.
Struggling with the Welsh flag there.
Ilan Bayrak VTS, good evening.
I think someone was saying that they're looking forward to a sail away party in 4 weeks' time. Yeah, I reckon the weather will be pretty good in 4 weeks' time. Certainly decent enough.
Ilan Bayrak VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Just a Britann there, inward bound for Portsmouth. AI Avocet is currently to the east of the Deepwater route. She's out for the NAB spoil. And Commodore Goodwill, she's just approaching West Princessa, inward bound for Portsmouth.
Shipmates, Piers O'Neill, Simply Digital, says we have our Devon flag ready for our cruise on the Sky Princess in 2 weeks' time. Excellent.
VTS, Red Osprey, Footboy out.
Red Osprey VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Looking forward to that, shipmate. Is that the old Devon flag or the new Devon flag? Because I think they changed the Devon flag, or was it the Dorset flag? Someone flew the old one last time. Shipmate World of 360 says, do we have figures?
VTS, Norwegian Dawn, we're all swung to head boy outwards.
Norwegian Dawn VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Oh, yes, we do have some figures, shipmate. I'm just having a quick nose around IR at the moment. We've got one Welsh flag. They are very patriotic, the Welsh people. That's someone asked about numbers. Yes, so we have Disney Dream has 3,171 passengers, 1,456 crew, and with the Seas has 4,426 passengers, 1,152 crew. Ahoy there, Digital 68. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. And Norwegian Dawn, 2,350 passengers and 1,034 crew. And that is what we have at the moment.
UKD Bluefin VTS.
UKD Bluefin is a local hopper dredger.
UKD Bluefin VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Outbound traffic for you. The cruise ships have all just departed from Southampton, so we've got Norwegian Dawn at Pierhead, Anthem is at Lanes Lake, and the Disney Dream, she's just passing Esso now. Further traffic, the Ilhan Bayrak, she's just through the forts, and she will be outward bound Easter Tower.
A busy day indeed, shipmates. And I think, like I said, we did have passenger numbers. Yes, numbers, yeah. Passenger numbers from Norwegian Dawn, 2,350 passengers and 1,034 crew.
VTS, Bargate.
Bargate, VTS.
Yeah, all done with the Norwegian and back 237. Next one's for us, the townhouses sailor.
Bargate, VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Sorry, correction of that, it's the Poseidon leader now.
Poseidon leader, yeah, no problem. 21:30 away.
Yep, thank you.
You can see there's a bit of summer mist haze over the water. Happens this time of year. Not the best visibility. Winter is definitely by far the best visibility.
VTS, Jenny Blue, departing Town Quay. I'd like to go to Hive Pier. Copy the Norwegian Dawn. How's that?
Jenny Blue VTS, that's all received, thank you.
Well, there, shipmate Chris Shipmate said no horn so far. No, I was a little late start. Well, I started on time, but the ship's left early, so I'm not sure. We may well have heard Disney Dream. It could have been a bit late. Shipmate Ronnie Patton says we'll have an island flag, Isle of Wight flag. Whoa, do you know what? I'm not entirely sure what the Isle of Wight flag looks like. I'd like to learn new flags from different counties. Actually, no, the Isle of Wight's not really a county, is it? It's actually the Hampshire and the Isle of Wight. Ah, interesting. So is that a Hampshire flag? Is there actually a specific Isle of Wight flag? I'll have a look now. Oh, yes, I remember the Isle of Wight flag. Yeah, good. I look forward to seeing that.
VTS, Roger 6, afternoon, departing Town Quay, and see the Norwegian Dawn there.
6 VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Thank you. Can I just confirm a docket tie gauge, please?
6 VTS, 4.1 on the gauge.
4.1. Lovely, thanks so much. In that case, we'll go around the stern of the Dawn and outside the red southbound.
That's all copied, thank you.
There's New Frontier, the bunkering vessel for Iona and Arvia. She was in port yesterday, so she left in the evening. So she must have steamed back to the Netherlands, refueled, and steamed back here in the morning. No stopping for New Frontier, a busy old ship. So she doesn't actually fill up Arvia and Iona every week. I think it's every other week they get refueled. Norwegian Dawn's just passing Town Quay. No, yes, just passing Town Quay. Should be on.
Admiral Island, VTS, evening again, Jerry.
Should be on camera shortly.
Admiral Island, VTS, the Commodore Goodwill currently at West Princess in for Portsmouth. UKD Bluefin, she's now finished at the deposit. She's 4 miles south of the tower, west of the tower, over the new grounds in for Southampton.
Shipmate Kevin 2.
No problem at all. You have a good evening.
I mean, excellent blue spanner. Kevin 2 pointed at that New Frontier.
Challenger BTS, Disney Dream, good boy out, main channel to the east.
Disney Dream VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
New Frontier actually didn't go back to Holland. She just went out and dropped anchor in the Saltmead anchorage, and then came back into port, avoiding those nasty fees for mooring in port.
Exploit VTS.
She must have had plenty of capacity on board to refuel another ship.
Exploit VTS, that's all copied, thank you. No reported outbound traffic to the west. Give me a call back at East Sleep and we'll update you on the cruise ships outward bound, which are clear channel.
Shipmate Electric Gamer says they saw New Frontier next to Arvia earlier. Yeah. She's always on the starboard side. There's always lots of signs saying no smoking because it's LNG.
Commodore Goodwill VTS.
And we have Disney Dream. Well, from left to right, New Frontier.
Commodore Goodwill VTS, that's all
Disney
copied,
Dream.
Ron, thank you. Just got the old bivouac just through the forts, outward bound, and nothing immediate after her.
Here's Norwegian Dawn. Not sure we've had her on a ship departure before. Norwegian, they have some interesting graphics on the Norwegian ship. This Norwegian Dawn looks like a whiff of the 1980s about her, if I'm being honest. Those are definitely dated graphics. I don't think she's that old, or is she that old? Launch, maiden voyage, December 2002. Yeah, so she's a little bit older. Maybe she designed in the early 90s when those sorts of graphics were all the rage. See any flags there? See any flags?
Red Falcon VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Got the Disney Dream just at the reach, outward bound. Anthem of the Seas currently passing Cadland outward bound, and Norwegian Dawn approaching Dockhead outward bound.
A lot of outward bounds today. Yeah, so harking back to 2002 Norwegian Dawn. As you can see, compared to the Anthem of the Seas, quite a bit smaller cruise ship wise. Passenger numbers reflecting that. Can't tell if that's someone waving or someone gesticulating at the bar.
Just in Norwegian Dawn, Western Chef outwards, and a correction to the crew number, it's now 1041.
Norwegian Dawn VTS, that's all copy, thank you, 1041 for the crew numbers.
Well, they lost some crews, that's what happened there. They lost a few, fallen overboard. Crew numbers for Norwegian Dawn is 1034, so yes, gained a couple of crew numbers. There we go, as you can see, she's quite small compared to Arvia. Top speed is 25 knots or 46 kilometers an hour for all you continental types. Total length of 294 meters. 15 decks in total. Propulsion is by 2 ABB Azipods. I always think those red markings on the front remind me an awful lot of lips. But its ship is smiling. Not a bad thing, I suppose. Hi there, shipmate Rocky Raccoon, says sailing on Norwegian journey all October. Starboard cabin though, so can't wave from that. Can't wave that time. Oh, never mind, shipmate, another time. Hi there, shipmate One Mark Keith, welcome aboard. Many thanks for subscribing.
That's Lookout main channel for the east. I'll be getting north of Ride Middle with the cruise ship astern of us.
New Frontier 1 VTS, that's all copied, thank you. And copied north of the right middle.
Looks like Disney Dream's just heading around the corner there. Heading around Cowshot Spit, heading up on the way to Norway. Have a look at the stern of Norwegian Dawn. There is, what's that on the stern there? Looks like, I don't know, some animals or something? I can't tell. Like a red thing and a green thing. Difficult to tell at this distance, shipmates. I don't know quite what this is. That's P&O Arvia. She's ready to depart at 7. The pilots were boarding about 6:30, so we'd heard on the radio earlier. And then we should have Aurora departing at 6. We shall wait and see for that. And we got 2 cruise ships on the screen at the same time. Yesterday we had 3 cruise ships on the screen at the same time. I suppose potentially today we could get 5, but I don't think that's likely. Might get 4. That's really ambitious. Could get 3 again though. That'd be nice to see if we can get 3. We have got 3 in motion quite close together, so that is likely. We'd have Disney Dream going past Yellow White Cows, Anthem of the Seas going around inside of Cowshot, and then Norwegian Prima heading down Southampton water. That's how we'd get. That's how we would get 3 on screens. Let's see if that happens.
Southampton VTS, Aurora.
Ah, here's Aurora.
Aurora VTS, good evening, Mike.
Good evening, Chris. Going to stations here shortly, 106. She's bound for Sydney, Nova Scotia. Maximum draft 8.55, and I've got the final numbers if you're ready.
Aurora VTS, that's all copied, and yeah, confirmed, ready to write.
Okay, passengers 1633, crew 794 plus 1.
Aurora VTS, that's all copied, confirmed, passengers 1633, crew 794 plus yourself.
That's affirmative, thank you.
Richard, VTS on the gauge at Calshot is 3.36 over. That's all copy, ma'am, thank you.
BTS, Jenny Blue, just departing high pair. I'd like to go to Shamrock Quay, please.
Jenny Blue VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a good watch.
All copied, many thanks, have a good evening.
Now, managed to get quite a few cruise ships in the same shot here, shipmates. Shipmates were saying that these are actually dinosaurs on the back of Norwegian Dawn. Well, one of the shipmates I just saw in the comments. I'm going to miss it. Now, Ben Joyce, shipmate Ben Joyce, having his lunch down at 101 earlier today, said I think he's talking about spotting those dinosaurs on the stern of Norwegian Dawn. You'd think that was something more in line with what Disney Dream would have, wouldn't you? Rather than Norwegian Dawn. But there we go. I think Disney Dream's a fairly sophisticated ship. They don't seem to go in for the, how shall I say it, the sort of tacky things like that. Not that it's tacky or anything, but you know what I'm saying. Well, I wonder if we can get 3 or 4 cruise ships. We got 2 in the shot here. We had 3 yesterday. 4 would be really impressive, wouldn't it? That'd be certainly going some.
BTS, Anthem of the Seas, footboy outbound main channel to the east.
Anthem of the Seas, VHS, that's all copied, thank you. Norwegian Dawn, VHS.
Oh, there's shipmate Vassie and Steve. Welcome aboard. Thanks for subscribing.
Norwegian Dawn VTS, good evening to you. A question, the ST's currently down at the precautionary area. It looks fairly quiet down there. Are you happy for him to proceed inward-bound, ready for his relief, over?
Okay.
That's all copied, thank you.
That's New Frontier heading around Cowshot Spit, Anthem of the Seas. Just down here, being very close to Cowshot Spit with Norwegian Dawn about halfway down. Probably see Disney Dream shortly on Cows. And as she loops back, we could have the opportunity to try and get lots of ships in one shot. I'll keep an eye on that. Not sure how practical it will be. Get 2 again. I can get Anthem of the Seas and Norwegian Dawn on cruise cam. That's Anthem of the Seas and Norwegian Dawn there. And then in the very back, that little ghosty shape moving right to left is the ferry to Portsmouth from Fishbourne in the Isle of Wight. Hi there, shipmate news girl. It's late to deck. Not had time to post links to Facebook. Oh, don't worry about it, shipmates. Although another transgression like that, and you
BTS, Aurora.
may have to spend some time in the brig.
Aurora, VHS.
Hello again, Chris. Yep, singling up now on 106, on the move in the next 3 or 4 minutes.
Aurora VHS, that's all copied, thank you. And just for information, not heard anything from the HMM Le Havre as of yet.
Roger, thank you.
BTS, HMM Le Havre.
As if by magic.
HMM Le Havre VHS, very good evening to you.
Good evening. We're at stations Prof 10.9 for Algeciras, 27 on board.
HMM Le Havre VHS, that's all copied, thank you. The Aurora just getting underway from 106 now. And you'll be clear to proceed once she's clear of the berth, over.
Thank you very much.
So that's the HMM Le Havre, which frankly will dwarf Aurora. I'll have a quick back at the map here. HMM Le Havre coming in at 400 metres long, 61 metres beam, and Aurora 32 metres beam, so half the width, and 272 metres long, almost half the length. Oh, it's a massive difference. Gross tonnage of Aurora is 76,000 gross tons. Gross tonnage of HMM 228,000. That's quite a difference between the two ships. But Aurora is sinking up, so she'll be probably on our screens depending how quickly she leaves the berth. in about 20 minutes or so. Well, visibility's not looking brilliant out there, is it? Yeah, it's definitely a little hazy over the sea. That's the old summer fog. Yeah, it's foggy. Let's see Aurora just turning now. Oh, one of the red funnels has come around the corner. Shipmates. I did see the message come past. NewsGirl 100 says that she's prepared to walk the plank. No, it's okay, shipmate. You don't have to walk the plank this time, but, you know, I'll bear that in mind for future reference. Common saying 24C. I was at a weather request. And the weather is, yes, 22.7C, in fact, or 22.6. 75% humidity and visibility has dropped, and there's hardly any wind at all.
Commodore Goodwill, VTS. Good evening again.
Shipmate James Marshall asks, what site am I using for tracking? She's talking about when I put the map up.
Commodore Goodwill, VTS, that's all. Copy, thank you. No immediate traffic for you. Disney Dreams at the Prince Consort, outward bound.
So this is talking about this website. This is Vessel Finder. And the reason I use Vessel Finder is because I supply the AIS information import to that website.
Commodore Goodwill, VTS, that's all. Copied, sir. Thank you.
So because of that, I get slightly premium access to some of the services for free of charge. All I do is provide local information with ship detail, and frankly, it helps me out because it updates the map quicker when I'm supplying the information. Now, Aurora singling up, supposedly. I'm guessing she's going to leave bang on the nose. Shipmate Vatin Steve, our new subscribers, I remember the name. They're from North Devon, just discovered a channel. Fascinating watching these ships. Oh, sorry, fascinating watching these ships. I was expecting something else. I'm glad you're enjoying it, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing, like I say. And if you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. It doesn't cost a penny. Click on that button somewhere. And then every time I go live, you'll be notified. Or if a new film comes out, you'll be able to see it as well. I did drop a film this morning. Actually, I might have done two today. I dropped one this morning about Bramble cricket match. Oh, that's right. I did do two. One for Bramble cricket match.
Disney Dream, VTS.
Which I also live streamed.
Disney Dream, VTS, traffic update for you. The Commodore Goodwill. She's just boarded a pilot at St Helens. Inward bound for Portsmouth. She'll be holding south of the OSB. Just waiting for her berth to clear over.
And there is Disney Dream just passing on Cow's Cam. Look at that. What an elegant looking ship. That real pointy bow there. Dark hull. I like even the little circular portholes at the front there. Just has a very good look about it, I have to say. Yellow lifeboats. Double funnels. If I was to ask a child to draw a cruise ship, I think they'd end up drawing something that looks very similar to Disney Dream. Here at Cowshot, the ships will be passing fairly rapidly, about 16 knots past Cows. You don't get to see them very long. It's not like here in the port where they're going more sedately, depending on where you are. Southampton water, they're probably doing about 12 knots, and in port themselves, about 6 knots, so you get plenty of time to watch the ships pass. Lovely bit of detailing down the side there. The name, that yellow, I think it's not yellow. Someone told me off for calling it yellow. I think it's supposed to be gold. You can see that flue on top. It actually goes right the way from the port side to the starboard side through the funnel. I'd love to have a go on that. Oh, their shipmate Brian Little has made a donation of £3.50 through the super chat. Many thanks, shipmate. That's much appreciated.
VTS for Eagle, Roma pay for cash, please.
Certainly helps cover. Certainly helps cover our costs. Or there, shipmate Keith Smith. Many thanks for subscribing. Try and grow the channel.
VTS for Eagle, Roma pay for cash, please.
Hoping to reach.
Eagle Capital VTS, good evening. All understood, thank you. And no immediate traffic for you.
Evening, Danny, thank you.
Try and reach 50,000 subscribers. So yeah, like I was saying, we had 2 films out today. One was the Bramble Bank cricket match, also the live stream yesterday. I live streamed it as well. And I got myself a new drone. Many thanks to the generosity of channel members, supporters, and Patreons, and certain channel members sending me extra special gifts in the post. You know you are. I should ask you if you don't mind me making your gifts public, because I will tell people otherwise. Otherwise, I shall just keep it quiet. You let me know what you would like me to do. I shall email you shortly. I got myself a new drone and took some drone footage of Vista. It was a lovely sunrise. Unfortunately, Vista arrived just a tad late. I mean, she's on schedule, but a tad late to get a decent picture. There is Norwegian Dawn, and then we can see Disney Dream in the very distance there. It's getting a bit hazy, isn't it? What's the visibility gone down to? Has visibility dropped again? 21 nautical miles. Oh, my word, it's getting worse, isn't it? It was very misty this morning. Apparently it's time for me to leave to do Ships TV. Well, that's a bit silly, isn't it? That's wrong. Yeah, I've got a few more ships in the working. A few more ships in the working. A few more films in the workings. If you are a member of the channel, you could have access to the Patreon, and you can hear the VTS radio. That's what you hear in the background when you hear people about talking to VPS. You can access that and the films earlier. A few more films coming. Next weekend, next Sunday, I will be live streaming at 11 o'clock for the start of the Round the World Yacht Race from Ocean Village in Southampton. Then what else is happening? The boat show will be after that.
Push exploit VTS, all understood, thank you.
Here we go. Aurora, as you can see, has slipped her moorings. She's away, I would say, a tad early, but Captain running a very tight ship there. She's on her way. We'll probably see in about 20 minutes' time. I don't know what the chances are of getting multiple cruise ships. We have Disney in the centre there in the hazy distance. And Norwegian Dawn there. I don't think we're going to do it today with those two. Or maybe Cruise Cam will pick something up. It's a shame. I can get 3 on Cruise Cam. Slightly cheating. Slightly cheating. Yeah, it's not the best. So Cruise Cam, we've got Norwegian Dawn on the very left of the screen, Disney Dream in the hazy bit in the middle, and the bow of Arvia on the right. I don't think that counts as it's not very good. Yeah, it's really hazy over towards Arvia. That's about where the Disney Dream is, somewhere in the region of about 12, 13 miles away, I think. Memory serves me correctly. Have a quick look on the map, just check my mathematics. Let's have a look. Measure distance. That is, about 10 and a half, 11 miles away. Yeah, about 11 miles away is probably fair. So sometimes if the visibility is good, especially in the winter, we can see a lot more, but not really. Visibility not so great today. She's getting a better view on Itchin Cam now. There's Disney Dream again. I don't think we'll see. Anthem of the Seas must be Warner. Yeah, Anthem of the Seas is unfortunately around the corner. They're a bit too far apart to get enough in the shot.
VTS, Red Falcon, good afternoon, it's William.
Red Falcon, all understood.
Afternoon, Matthew.
It was a very strange radio transmission. I have a feeling someone may have picked up the wrong microphone. A lot of these vessels have multiple radios that they communicate between the VTS, the emergency channel, the tugs. So they'll have 3 or 4 radios going. and walkie-talkies for the staff. And I suspect there that someone's picked up the wrong handsets.
UKG Bluefin,
Because afternoon, Matthew, is not the correct way to use the radio. Shipmate Elizabeth Leeborn's asking, I wonder if Aurora will honk at the big sister Arvia. That's a good one, shipmates. You might be onto something there. I will put the sound on from Mitchin Cam, because as you can hear, hardly any wind out there today. Well, is the wind? Yeah, below 10 knots. Good direction. Yep, that's going to be fine. I'll keep that going. Maybe turn it down just a tad. And we might well be able to hear some honking. I do find that Arvia and Iona have very quiet horns. Not as horny as some of the vessels.
Yes, Norwegian Dawn, Hook Howard's main chance to the east.
The Norwegian Dawn at the Hook Buoy, which is just on the edge of the entrance to the river.
VTS, the Norwegian Dawn at the Hook Howard to the east.
And look at all these pleasure vessels on the Hamble.
Norwegian Dawn, all understood.
Lots and lots of pleasure vessels in the Hamble. All probably been out for a good day and haven't turned off their radios yet. Shipmate Tracy Reese says, Dizzy Dream, lovely looking vessel. Quite agree, shipmate. I'm pleasantly surprised. So far, I've only seen 2 Disney ships in port. That's the Disney Dream and then the Disney Magic, which we had, I think it was last year, the year before. And I was pleasantly surprised how elegantly they've done. I was expecting something to be heavily cartoonized and looking a bit silly. But no, I think even the Disney characters on the back painting the name, I don't find that too offensive. I thought it was quite charming, really. But I've heard a lot of comments from shipmates saying that they are actually quite expensive to travel on the Disney ships, but they are a really good experience. I've not been myself, so I can't comment. Looks like the chap there paddleboarding. Is he paddleboarding? Oh, he's a brave man. Mrs. AO says, can't beat some good haulage. Certainly can't, shipmate. It's been a while. Actually, yesterday we had the Sky Princess honking away, the theme to the Love Boat. That was quite clear to hear. I reckon, I think, as shipmate Elizabeth Leebold said, we should be able to hear... I think we should be able to hear Aurora. They often honk to sister ships. If you have 2 Sky ships in port, it is monstrous. Shipmate Stephen Siddiqui says, how much distance should ships maintain when they're departing port? I don't know what the actual recommended distance is, but they seem to keep somewhere in the region of 4 or 5 miles typically. Maybe, certainly more than 2. Quite close, quite far apart really. It can look like they're a lot closer on camera than they are in reality. Someone else. Can anyone? Oh, Disney Girls 13. Can anyone tell me if the Waverley is coming up near Mayflower Park at all? Shipmate Blue Spanner Kim 2 says yes. She'll be going to dock at berth 110. Is that today? The Waverley's coming in. Just checking on Aurora approaching Mayflower Park now. She is at Mayflower Park, and all the way down here, this is Bramblebank where the cricket was, is Anthem of the Sea, so she'll be on Cows Camp shortly.
6, all understood, thank you. Anthem of the Sea is clear channel at Prince Consort, Benefit, followed by Norwegian Dawn at Hook, also clear channel. And then Aurora 102 will be followed by HMM Le Havre from City 5.
Oh yes, we're going to have a container ship coming down this afternoon.
Thank you.
HMM Le Havre should be on the move now that Aurora has departed. We'll have a look there. Shipmate Martin 1960 says, what 61 says, what drone did I get this time? I got the same one I had last time, mate. So yeah, it's a DJI Mavic 2 Pro. Got on really well with it. I've got quite a few accessories for it, so I didn't see point in changing it. And the legislation keeps changing at the moment, so it works for me for the moment. Oh, shipmate Johnny B says that Waverley's been at the air show today. I think she was at the air show yesterday when I saw some coverage. The chaps running the cameras between the gaps in the flights were zooming down and looking at the ships, which I thought was quite amusing. Shipmate Sean Oakes says, ahoy captain, always a pleasure to listen to your commentaries. Oh, thank you, shipmate. That's very kind of you. Got the red funnel coming towards us, the Norwegian Dawn on the left, and that's New Frontier in the very distance. I imagine this time she is going back to Holland, I'd imagine. Yesterday I made the mistake. I thought she'd gone back to Holland refueled, but apparently not. She had... Just wonder if we're going to see Anthem. No, not quite yet. I knew I was doing something. Yeah, apparently she's gone. She went to Anchorage, but now I suspect she'll be off to Holland. I'm just checking. No, she's not. She is back here. Oh, she must be off to Anchorage again. Oh, interesting. I wonder what she's doing back here tomorrow. Curious. Let's have a look. We should see the other ship here. So this is the Cowes Cam. Lots of yachting going on today over in Cowes. We should see the Anthem of the Seas ever so shortly on our screens. She'll be passing by at a speed of 14 knots, heading on her way to the fields for a 7-night cruise. 4,426 passengers on board, 1152 crew. Aurora is on a really special cruise. A 30-night USA Canada round-trip cruise via Sydney, Magdalen Islands, Prince Edward Island, Boston, Newport, New York, Portland, Bar Harbor, Halifax, and St. John's. Now that is a cruise, isn't it, shipmates? 30 days. Wow. Covering a lot of ground there, of course. Here we go. I was just thinking, it's about time Anthem of the Seas came past. Wonderful. I said before, I do like the colour of the hull of Anthem of the Seas. Not sure what you'd call it. I'm going to say like duck egg blue or something. I'm sure that's wrong. Getting yellow lifeboats. A bit like the Disney ship. Most ships have orange lifeboats, but yellow for Disney and the Caribbean line. There is the giraffe, very popular on the channel. I forget what we call it on the channel. Martin the giraffe or something. Oh, the chap there water skiing. And a very unique stern on the Royal Caribbean ship there. Well, there, shipmate Keith Smith says, what's the average speed once in open water? Well, in open water at cruising, it's somewhere around 21, 22 knots. They might go a little faster. Some of them can go to 23 knots if they're desperate to get somewhere a bit quicker. If they're trying to conserve fuel, it might be around 20 knots. That's approximately your average speeds there. However, if you're Queen Mary 2, an ocean liner rather than a cruise ship, she'll speed up to somewhere near 30 knots. Shipmate Elizabeth Leaveborn said it's powder blue. I knew I'd get it wrong. Shipmate Raymond Morris says he's going to Canada on 26 for... it just moved. The chat moved. Going on... Oh, Mary's gone. Oh, yeah, going to Canada 26 for on Arcadia for 24 nights. Wow, that's a good cruise there, shipmate.
BTS Aurora, pay head out.
Aurora, thank you, understood.
VTS, Britonia.
Britonia, VTS.
VTS, Britonia. Good evening. Alongside 22, down for SO6, PC 9999, draft is 4.4 and 10 POB.
Wait Estonia, Vitis. All understood, thank you. Outward bound for you is Aurora at pier head. Over.
All copy, thank you.
Oh, yeah, shipmates Rocky Raccoon says giraffe on Anthem is called Gigi. Gigi the giraffe. An appropriate name, I guess. And there is a Norwegian Dawn going around the corner. We'll probably see Anthem of the Seas in the distance. Again, we'll have to get to 2 cruise ships, but not 3, but hazy that is. Can we see on Netley Improvement on Netley Oh, there we go. We can see, there goes Anthem of the Seas in the very distance, one of the red jets. I'm keeping an eye out for Aurora, because she's going to pass the camera shortly. She's just up here on... no, that's not Aurora. There we go, that's Aurora. She's just gone past Mayflower Park, where the Southampton Boat Show will be in a few weeks' time. She's heading towards us. And there we go, we've lost all the ships on that one. Let's try this camera. There we go, we've got some ships here. I have the microphone going on itching cam. You never know. We may hear something. May hear some hornage, and it's one of the, I think the shipmate Elizabeth Leaborn pointed out, there's a good chance the P&O ships might honk at each other. Shipmate Nicola Gallier says Disney... Oh, I've gone off the top of the screen. Disney campaign to use yellow for lifeboats as it represents Mickey's shoes. Once it was proved safe and just as visible as orange, others followed. Well, there we go, shipmate. I knew there was such a wealth of information in the chat that somebody would know a bit more about the story. Ships are departing left and right here. Have Aurora will be approaching shortly. I imagine she'll be on. Okay, let me get the camera right. Cruise cam. You'll be on cruise cam shortly. She is a 6 o'clock departure and left a bang on 6. 7 o'clock we have Arvia. Arvia is our last cruise ship of the day. That's 5 cruise ships today. And it's been a lovely day here in the port of Southampton. Weather. Look at that, 22.5 degrees, 78% humidity, and a very gentle breeze. You couldn't ask for better conditions. Very nearly Caribbean-like. There is Arvia. Quite a few people out on their balconies enjoying some sun. I would say be careful, don't have too much sun. May have made that mistake earlier today, so I had to go and shelter. And that's disappearing off the side there is Anthem of the Seas. We appear to have no ships on the screen. Oh dear. Let's go to cruise cam. That's Hythe Village. You can see there in the distance on the other side. You buy a house in Hythe Village, they come with a mooring. Let's have a quick look through the chat to catch up on. Someone says, I think someone said, has Arvia gone yet? No. Gary the Giraffe, says Johnny B. Yeah, I knew that had a different name than Gigi and Gary. Shipmate James Bond 2 says, has Arvia gone out yet? No, we're just waiting. Should be going at 7. Shipmate Joan Francis out on in February for a 35 night cruise. Seems pretty special to me. Oh yes, Lily Murley says we didn't actually know the name of the giraffe, so we just gave it one. Yeah, I think that's right. And here's Aurora out on that rather exciting cruise. 30 night USA Canada round trip via Sydney, Magdalen Islands, Prince Edward Island, Boston, Newport, New York, Portland, Bar Harbor, Halifax and St. John's. 1,633 passengers on board, 794 crew. Pretty good stuff, eh? Don't know if we'll have any waivers. You can see the design of the ship quite different to the newer, bigger ships. There's a good chance we might hear some honking as the ships talk to each other. Ships from the same line often honk to each other. Can't hear anything yet. Can't even see any waving. I guess they've got 30 days of departing ports, so they're probably saving their energy. Oh, a little wave there, a little delicate wave. Oh, there's a decent wave. There's proper waving going on there. Aurora is more like some of the older cruise ships with a
We release 7.
sort of amphi-style rear stern. Not so many balconies either.
We relay all understood, thank you. Just please confirm again your draft and number of persons on board.
Aurora first launched in May 2000, their first voyage. 23 years old. Hoy there, Bartok Banyan. Welcome aboard, shipmate.
We relay all understood, thank you. No traffic for you out to the west. And please confirm you will be coming tonight to 110 there. Thank you very much.
Waverley, the local paddle steamer, coming into port later. I didn't quite hear the time. I think she's down at the Bournemouth Airship. There's some waving going on there. Look at that little sort of natural amplitude there. It's really neat, isn't it? Yep, some definite double waving there. Looks like the chap's waving his hat. Good old full arm swing action. Very visible. Goes Aurora slipping past rather massive hulk of Arvia. Nope, I didn't hear any horns. Didn't play ball this evening. Hoy there, shipmate Froggy with Fries, as a first-time viewer, glad to be on board. Fellow shipmates, well, welcome aboard, shipmate. Glad you're enjoying it. You've joined us a very busy day today. Shipmate Robert Fleming says there'll be nearly 17,000 outgoing passengers today. Wow, that's why the port is so busy. And must have had 15,000 yesterday, probably 15,000 on Friday. So that probably puts that somewhere in the region of almost 45,000 passengers, I would think. It's a busy weekend here in the port of Southampton. The gateway to the world. That's the tagline for the town. Or city, I should say. City.
BTS Aurora, Western Shell.
Aurora, Western Shell, thank you. And no immediate traffic, please.
Yeah, shipmate Elizabeth Leopold says, shame no honking from Aurora, being as she's going off a long trip. I'd be absolutely right. That is a little disappointing. Yeah, she probably honked at the far end of port when she left, but we wouldn't have heard that all the way down at Ocean Terminal, I'm afraid. let's have a quick look. I'm expecting something going past Cow's Cam shortly. Oh yeah, Norwegian Dawn past Cow's Cam shortly. Pretty cool. I wonder where Waverley is. Where's Waverley? I'm guessing Waverley is still down in... Oh, yeah. Oh, excuse me. Down in Bournemouth. Yeah. She's actually probably on the way back, doing 12 knots. Nippy little thing, Waverley, for a paddle steamer. I wouldn't give them so much credit myself. But yeah, they do. She does seem to blast along. I think as one of the shipmates said the other day, it's like ramming speed. So I've just gone blank in my head. What am I doing? Oh, I've clicked on the wrong thing. That's what's happening. I'm just making a mess of things, shipmates. Making a mess. It was all going so smoothly till I clicked on the wrong thing. Right, it's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry. Don't panic.
Roger 6, yes please, can.
Oh, shipmate Carol R. says that when Aurora left departed on her South American voyage in January, she blasted her horn at Arvia, but Arvia didn't honk back. Whoa, not very sporty, is it? Shipmate Robert Fleming says 17,000 yesterday, so basically 17,000 a day, 17,000 yesterday. So that is a good 34,000. It's got to have been at least 10,000 on Friday, possibly a bit more. So, yeah, I reckon that was pretty much 45,000 or more passengers departing the port of Southampton this weekend. Oh, no, shipmate Rob Fleming says around 43,000 over 3 days. Good time to be a food supplier in Southampton. Yeah, you bet. How many eggs is that? I think it's normally quite a few eggs per person per day. So I'm guessing they must have loaded somewhere in the region of... It must be, I would say, probably 200,000 to 300,000 eggs. That's more eggs than I'll ever eat in my entire lifetime, I'm sure. Oh, look at that sun glinting off. Trouble this time of year, these sorts of departures, this time we get a lot of sun glinting. It's a bit of a shame, really. But it could be drizzly and miserable like it was for most of August.
Yes, Red Falcon. Good evening, approaching Hive Line, information current speed.
Red Falcon, we just, yes, carry on.
Thank you.
Shipmate Mrs. AO says, who would be a chicken in Southampton? Be a hard-working chicken, I think you'd be, shipmate.
Red Falcon, Wittonia.
Wittonia, Red Falcon. Evening.
Yeah, evening. You happy for green to green?
Yeah, more than happy. That works for me. I'll move over to the port side of the channel a little.
Aye, I'll stick to the greens.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh, I do like it when they sometimes say aye aye to each other. It is actually nautical language that's still being used. Shipmate Dennis O'Leary says, be very surreal if the cricket match was in full flow this evening. If it would be, I'm not sure how practical that would be. No, not the map. Weather. There we go, weather. Well, low tide is around, looks like 6:30. I don't think it's going to go that low. It's pretty low, but about 0.5. And if it's 0.5, it'd mean that the cricket pitch would be under a little bit of water, which is not what you want when you're trying to play cricket. We'll have a quick look on Cow's Cam now. Here comes Norwegian Dawn, blasting past Cows on her way to the Leith, up in Edinburgh, and then Invergordon, Stornoway, Dublin, Belfast, somewhere Limburgen. I don't know where that is. Zeebrugge and Le Havre, must be somewhere in Holland, something like that. That's a 11-night British cruise with 2,350 passengers aboard, 1041 crew. As we're looking at...
BTS, Red Eagle, look out.
Red Eagle, all copy.
I'm just turning itching cam off because yesterday there was a little outburst of colourful language. The microphone is just on top of the Southampton Sailing Club building. It's quite sensitive and it picked up. I'm not sure what it picked up, but it wasn't the sort of language that I want on the channel, so I had to mute it very quickly. I'll just mute it now just in case anything happens again. Shipmate Welsh Wanderer says saying there wasn't a horn battle that Disney ships do one to one another. No, well, there were a few horns yesterday. Quite a lot from Sky Princess. But we missed, and there's those dinosaurs, the red and green dinosaurs. I see they're red and green in the correct side, so red is on the port side, green is on the starboard side. Shipmate Raymond Morris says watching all the ships going is like going to a party, like there's a party going on and you're not invited. Yeah, it does feel like that, doesn't it? Well, at least someone's having a good time. I think that's the way I like to look at it. I don't mind as long as people are enjoying themselves, and I think we're all enjoying ourselves here watching the ships depart on this wonderful day here in the port of Southampton. So that has been Disney Dream, Anthem of the Seas, Norwegian Dawn, Aurora. Aurora's just on our screens there, and then we're waiting for one last ship, and that will be at 7 o'clock. Excuse me, that'll be 7 o'clock, and that'll be the P&O Arvia. She's just here.
VTS, Retonia, Western Shelf.
Retonia, thank you.
Right, I'll come back at 7 for Arvia. Just going to go and hit the galley for a bit. It's been a long day. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has subscribed recently. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It is free, and then you'll be notified when I go live. A couple of films came out today. The Bramblebank film and a film on the cruise ship Vista with my new drone, which I have to thank everyone for helping me purchase that. Thank you very much to everyone. Of course, thanks to Blue Spanner crew for looking after the chat so well and keeping me in ship-shape form with lots of information and helping me when I do stupid things like forget to point the camera the right way. Very helpful. Right, shipmates, I should carry on following and broadcasting, but we'll be back for at 7 for Arvia.
Havre, that's ahead.
Le Havre, thank you.
VTS Redjet 6, good evening, just departing Town Quay for Cal.
VTS 6, VTS, good evening, all understood. Outward bound is HMM Le Havre, passing your station. Vitonia is at northwest Netley, out to Esso. Aurora, Cadland will be clear channel, main channel to the east of.
Thank you, though. Copy.
VTS, Mercurius.
Mercurius.
Evening, yeah, we're all done on the half. We're back in the 44, thank you.
Back to 44, thank you.
VTS Aston also finished Le Havre, back to 37.
Aston, all copied.
VTS likewise for the Ferriby, back to 37.
Thank you, Ferriby.
VTS, the Arvia.
Arvia, VTS, good evening.
Good you, our port side 2, as you know, is 46 berth, 8.6 off to La Veronia, and I've got the numbers when you're ready.
Arvia, yes please.
Yeah, crew 1665 and pax 6873.
Arvia, VTS, yeah, sorry, say again the crew numbers. Copy the passengers, just crew.
1665.
Thank you very much. All received. Just the Le Havre passing your station now, and no immediate traffic inward-bound.
Yeah, but we have a 1930 board, correct?
Yeah, 1934 boarding Tannhauser.
Okay, thank you.
New Frontier 1, just reported traffic is just on Hauser inward bound. Spandau is south of Outer Boys, coming into Anchorage, St. Helens, Anchorage. Over. UKT Blues, and thank you all.
BGS to the Havre, Western Shell.
Le Havre, thank you. Quite Cindy. Martin, thank you very much. Open.
VTS, the Arvia.
UKD Bluefin VTS, afternoon again, a traffic update for you. Aurora is a call shot turn now, outward bound. Vitonia is ESSO, but she's going to ESSO number 6. And HMM Le Havre, Northwest Netley, clear channel. Next departure is Arvia, shortly from 46, also clear channel.
VTS, the Arvia.
Arvia VTS.
Single up on 46, clear to proceed.
Arvia VTS, yes please.
Disney Dream VTS. Disney Dream VTS, that's all copied, thank you, have a good watch.
Ahoy, shipmates! Oh, I'm just back from the galley. Had a wonderful hamburger. How lovely that was. Bit of barbecue action. And it looks like Arvia is departing bang on time. Potentially even slightly early. It's a bit of a theme today. Ships departing early. The sun is setting. Oh, I need to move some... Oh, no, don't do that one. It's all right. I need to move the camera, not change the camera. Right, let's get myself all organised. Just moving the itching camera to a better position. Arvia is off on a Mediterranean cruise, I believe. Yeah. I think she's off on a Mediterranean cruise. That's normally where she goes. Look and see what's going on Arvia. See if we can see any waivers. We had a Welsh flag earlier. A Scottish flag on Iona yesterday. Arvia is off on a 14-night Mediterranean cruise via La Coruna, Valencia, Cartagena, Barcelona, and Cadiz. I think we've got some numbers as well. 6,873 passengers on board and 1,665 crew. Wow, that's a lot of passengers. That's a one full ship. So it looks like the sun is just setting slightly. We're getting a bit more colour in the sky now. It's a gorgeous day. I think we're still looking at, still at 22C. It's rather wonderful out there. Thank you to Kevin 2, our excellent spanner there, for providing that information for Arvia's destination this fortnight. And with a lot of passengers on board. And they'll be off on a lovely cruise because this week is going to be... Oh, here we go. I see some waving. This week is going to be sunny.
VTS, Red Osprey, Hook William.
Osprey, VTS, that's all copied. HM Le Havre at the Greenland outbound. After that, there's no other traffic over.
All copies, I think.
It's going to be sunny, 26, 27 this week. I'd imagine that, well, those conditions will be quite the same. We don't know. Someone's looking at a device there. There we go. They've clocked themselves now. It takes a little while. There's a delay of about 15, 20 seconds. There we go. They've got your full arm swing. Classic one single arm, full arm swing. Yep. Can't beat that. It's a great wave there, shipmates. If you're in the chat, let us know. Oh, we're double waving now. Oh, I think maybe they really have cottoned on. Excellent. No flags this time. Phew, I don't need to worry about passing my geography test. Still waving away there. Oh, we've even got shipmates down there on the promenade deck.
Thank you.
Let's have a look down there. I don't think we've had shipmates down here. They've got flags.
BTS, Red Falcon, shortly departing Royal PF Coast.
Red Falcon, BTS, that's all copied. Traffic information. Red
not just
Osprey,
flags.
Hook inbound. And the HMM Le Havre, Greenland outbound, main channel to the east is a clear channel vessel.
Bunting.
Copy, thank you.
I think there's a good chance they're waving to some friends, family on Town Quay. Town Quay is sort of exactly where they're looking. Oh,
Anthem the seas, VTS. VTS, that's all copied, thank you.
Oh, I see a flag. I see a flag. What is it? What is this flag? Okay, getting a bit closer. That looks like... I can't read. Oh, I think that's the Scottish flag again. Oh, it's gone. Come back. There we go. Scottish flag and an English flag with something B. It's very small on my screen. Is that BCFC? What's that then? What's BCFC? Barnstable? No, I don't know what BCFC is. Burnley Club or something. Burnley Football Club. What's the C stand for? Don't know. I have more waivers up here. Waivers with bottles of some sort of booze in their hand. I would like to think that was rum based, but it looks more like I don't know. That could be beer based. Oh, people just waving to each other now on balconies. Excellent. Shipmate Kevin 2 says it's Birmingham City Football Club. There we go. I knew someone would know. I'm sure you all knew in the chat anyway, didn't you? Oh, hello. Is that another flag up there? Is that a flag? What have we got here? What have we got here? It looks suspiciously like a...
Station calling VTS. Call again, please.
Towel, I think. Or is it something on there? No, maybe it's a towel. Ah, it's a bit of a false advertising, a towel. I don't...
Southland VTS, that's all copied. I have you approximately 4 miles south-south-west of that tower, is that correct?
Still some good waving from the shipmates with the Birmingham City, Birmingham City Football Club and the Scottish Salter. Good efforts there, shipmates. Excellent efforts. I think that's all for the waving. There was a big group there in the middle. They're still busy waving as well. Looks like the party cabin to me. There's a whole load of them there. Look at that, busy waving away. That's mega enthusiasm there. Oh, I think they're waving at each other. Oh, they are. Yeah. That's the second time. We've got cabins waving to each other. I think they're the Birmingham City Football Club and the Scots are on the sort of corner, so they stick out slightly. So I think that's why they can wave at each other. It's slightly visible. That's some good waving. It looks like everyone's enjoying themselves, and why wouldn't you be on this wonderfully warm evening here in the port of Southampton? As Arvia backs out of Ocean Terminal 46 berth, heading towards the Mediterranean. Looks like Red Falcon is going to... Oh no, that's as far as we can go. I can show you the maps. Here is Arvia backing out here to the middle swing ground. She'll swing round, then head on down Southampton water. Looks like we'll probably have Aurora on Cow's cam shortly. Let's have a look at that. I'm ready on Cow's cam for Aurora. We'll keep... Is that there? Oh, I think I could see another flag. Can I see a flag? I can't tell. There we go. Yeah. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the Welsh. Oh, Welsh fellows. They have hung their flag out again. I think that's one of the most popular flags on the channel is the Welsh flag. Very nationalistic, the Welsh and the Cornish. They were struggling earlier with their Welsh flag. It kept blowing up. Maybe they put some weights on the bottom of it. Oh, there's shipmate Phoenix 15. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Very good. What a lovely colours we've got here today. Lovely sunset. Let's see, we have 662 viewers at the moment, shipmates, and only 260 likes. Seems a little disappointing, doesn't it? If you are enjoying this content, please do subscribe. It is free, or preferably hit that like button as well. Well, we've got some flames coming from Fawley Refinery. Well, there's one of the red funnels there, was waiting, I think, for Arvia. Just nips round the back. Kevin 2 tells me that there's Arvia. Oh, Arvia's got quite a... Aurora's got quite a pointy bow, hasn't she? A little bit like the Disney ship. There's that stern on Aurora there. Very traditional, which is a 2000 ship, so 23 years old. Designs have moved on a little in the years. Arvia was the smallest. Aurora is the smallest cruise ship we have seen depart today. And I think for passenger numbers, Arvia is the busiest ship leaving today. Very calm waters there. A bit of a setting sun in the distance. Just giving some nice warm colours to the scenery. Arvia is just coming to a halt, almost, I would say. And there goes Aurora off on her 30-night, USA-Canada round trip to Sydney, Magdalena Islands, Prince Edward Island, Boston, Newport, New York, Portland, Bar Harbor, Halifax, and St. John's. What a trip that would be. Arvia just almost completing her spin. Just about to put it in drive and head forwards. Oh, there, shipmates. Chris Shipping. Many thanks for your kind donation, shipmates. Shipmate Chris Shipping says, fantastic coverage this evening, Captain. Well, thank you. Oh, there, shipmate Kevin Dove. Many thanks for subscribing. There goes Arvia off on her way. Ahoy there, shipmate networking. Welcome aboard. Shipmate Jane Morris. There's feel for the stop on Arvia with that amount on board. Well, that's a good point, shipmate. Yeah, they probably do have to work hard. But don't forget there are 1,665 crew on Arvia. So it should be, hopefully, a relatively evenly spread load amongst the crew. But even so, that is a very busy ship, isn't it?
Waverley, DTS.
Oh, where is Waverley then? Waverley is... I don't know.
DTS, all copied. Can I have your draft and PUC number, please?
Well, she was in Bournemouth, Aurora. Shipmate Helen.
Waverley VTS, that's all copied. There's no reported outbound traffic to the west of.
Shipmate Helen Bebrick asks, how many on Arvia tonight? Arvia has 6,873 passengers, 1,665 crew.
Roger 6 VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information. HMM Le Havre, approaching the Hook, outbound main channel to the east is a clear channel vessel. UKD Bluefin, north of the right middle, inbound to dredge at Esso.
Well, hi there, shipmate Katie Smith. Welcome aboard. Many thanks for subscribing. Shipmate Kevin 2 says that Waverley is just dropping passengers off at Yarmouth. He's doing quite the shuttle ride there. Been down to the air show in Bournemouth. Bournemouth Air Show starts on Thursday. It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today was last day, Sunday. Oh, hi there, shipmate Head-Donned. Many thanks for subscribing.
VTS HMM Le Havre.
HMM Le Havre at VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Red Jet 6, just departed Cows outbound, UKD Bluefin, north of the right middle.
Oh, hi there, shipmate Katie Hall. Many thanks for subscribing. Arvia now heading forwards. Oh, shipmate Johnny B says, how many people you get in one of those lifeboats? I seem to remember somewhere in the region of 150 or so. Depends on the lifeboat. Some of them it's 170. They're quite jam-packed in there. Hi there, shipmate Deborah Henry. Many thanks for subscribing, shipmate. Welcome aboard. Oh, shipmate Keith Smith said, yay, my daughter Katie Smith's just joined. Very good, the whole family. And ahoy there, Mark Bentley. Many thanks for subscribing, shipmate. Get a view. I think the best place to be this evening is the Sky Bar on Arvia. Right at the stern up here. Look at that, look at the colours. Oh, ahoy there, Bolton's Butchers. Many thanks for subscribing and becoming a member. Excellent. When you become a member, you get access to the VTS radio all the time, the Patreon, you get early access to films, and the Discord server, and maybe a few other things. Oh, you get access to the photographs as well when I do the droning. Look at that, it's quite busy. A few people in the infinity pools there. Not as many as I would have imagined. Maybe it is actually a bit too hot and sunny. No, surely not. There we go. There's Arvia departing the ocean terminal, heading out to the Mediterranean for some potentially very similar weather. Let's check the weather in Cadiz. It's the weather in Cadiz. Wonder if it's very similar to here next week. The weather in Cadiz is, virtually the same. Oh my word. The weather in Cadiz is sunny for the next 2 weeks, and about 22, 23 centigrade. What a wonderful place that is. I think I'll have to think about moving. It's been a very wet and miserable August here in the port of Southampton. And then I've been quite busy myself this time of year. And whenever I'm busy, there is it's awful weather. And then whenever I'm not busy, it's awful weather. Hello, what's going on here? Oh, I still see our shipmates waving there. Union Jag and Scottish Saltaire. They're very keen, aren't they? See what I mean? They're just on the sort of corner back. Oh, you see the breeze has picked up a little bit there, isn't it? Blowing their flags around. Very good. Oh, there's some more people there waving. I would imagine they're... I'm not entirely sure where they're waving to. Might be waving to Town Quay Pier. Really that angle, though, is it? I don't know who they're waving to then. I'll just be waving for the pure love of waving. Someone else is giving a bit of a poor effort wave there. Oh, some people up there waving as well. That's a lot of waving going on, isn't there? Yeah, it's not really Town Quay here. You see what I mean? So I'm not quite sure who they're waving to. Maybe they're waving to the cars in the car park. That would be slightly odd, but it was a first for everything. Shipmate Darren Morris says, well, a lot of passengers that is. Maybe it's poor for you. I don't think so, shipmate. When I travelled on board Iona, I don't think there were quite as many passengers out, but there were still a lot of passengers, and you hardly saw anyone. It was very quiet indeed. Bigger the ship, bigger the ship, the more space.
Arvia VTS, that's all copied. Red Osprey approaching Northwest Netley inbound. Red Jet 7, Calshot Cardinal inbound. UKD Bluefin Northern Ride Middle inbound for ESA. Bluefin VTS.
Hi there, shipmate. All right, matter.
UKD Bluefin VTS, over.
UKD Bluefin, all attention, sir. Hello.
Welcome aboard, shipmate.
Bluefin VTS, after the HML Le Havre, currently at Castle Point outbound main channel, is a clear channel vessel. You have the Arvia at Western Shelf outbound, also a clear channel vessel.
Yep, copy that, sir. I'm monitoring her as well. My intention is the window around the forward gap, and then at north Thorn will be to come back out of the gap again. Obviously, I've got no water primarily.
VTS, that's all understood, thank you.
Bluefin, the Arvia, will be at this loss in about 25 minutes.
Sorry, sir. Sorry, say again?
We'll be at the hook in about 25.
25, that's grand, thank you.
As you can see, it's quite a low tide again. The mud are exposed, a bit like the cricket from Brambles Bank yesterday morning. If you haven't seen that little film, have a look. Shipmate Tracy Reese says that she's enjoyed that. Thank you to the captain and the spanners. Of course, thank you to the spanners. And she's now off for a curry. Well-deserved curry as well, shipmate. Good Sunday curry. Right, I'm going to have a little look to see what's happening next week. Let's have a look what's happening next week. And computer is on a go slow. Computer's working. Tomorrow we have Queen Mary 2 departing at 5 and Ada Prima at 8:30. I'm out and about tomorrow. I can't do that. Then on the 7th, Boletta and Seven Seas Voyager. And then on the 8th, which is the Friday, we have Azamara Journey, Island Princess, and Silver Moon. Saturday, Celebrity Silhouettes, Iona, Sea Virtuosa, and Ventura. Sunday, Anthem of the Seams and Disney Dream 3839 birth. Might try that again. Sunday the 10th, also I will be live streaming the start of the Round the World Yacht Race.
Yes, UKD Bluefin, hello.
Bluefin VTS.
Slight amendment, if you have the timing of the Arvia there. Intention will be, with your permission, is once the HM Le Havre clears the clear channel, I will go across the northeast Gurnard and hold between the northeast Gurnard and the forward gap on until I get the clear channel.
Bluefin VTS, that's all understood. Thank you.
We've got that bit of a sunset coming through now.
Norwegian Dawn VTS.
Could be quite a nice Sunday evening.
Norwegian Dawn VTS, that's all copied. Have a good watch.
Red funnel coming past. Yeah, so next Sunday.
VTS, all copy, thank you.
Next Sunday, the live streaming started around World Yacht Race. That'll be 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Hopefully I'll do a good job this time, because I should actually be at a fixed location rather than trying to be mobile. I should combine that with itching cam. Yeah, that should be good. I've not covered that sort of thing before. I will be using... Oh, you can see a good shot here of the roof on top of Arvia. Difference between Arvia's and Iona's. Iona's roof is fixed. Arvia's roof here, see that gap right at the very top? That's those covers slide back to open up.
VTS Radio Spray Headline request to continue.
To open up the atrium.
Radar Spray VTS, yes, it'll be safe to do so.
There's the HMM container ship, HMM Le Havre, just rounding cowshot speed. There we go, some colours coming through the sky there. Yes, Matt from Netley Cliff Sailing Club will be joining me on Sunday. He knows a lot more about these sailed type vessels than I do. I think I'll, at this point, I'd just like to thank all those who have subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, please do think about that. I'd like to thank all my Patreons, PayPal donors, members of the channel. If you become a member of the channel, you get some extra benefits. You get the VTS radio all the time, access to Patreon, access to the Discord server. And of course, thank...
Return your VTS, all copy, thank you.
And of course, many, many thanks to the Blue Spanner crew who look after the chat so wonderfully and help me when I forget things or look in the wrong direction. And of course, they look after the chat in the streaming cameras that are running all the time. Absolutely wonderful. I'll continue to follow Arvia down Southampton water. And I shall bring this broadcast to a close. Next broadcast, definitely Sunday morning at 10. If, depending on my movements, I may well broadcast Sunday evening or Saturday evening and potentially Friday as well. Shipmate Lakita Nelly says, hope my parents-in-law have a fantastic holiday on this ship. I do as well, shipmate. I'm sure they will enjoy themselves. Well, with the shipmate Oliver Finney has just become a member, a leading hand. Many thanks for becoming a member, shipmate. Right, shipmates, until next time, I will continue broadcasting, and I shall see you all on Sunday. What did I say, 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock? I think it was 11. 11 o'clock Sunday for the start of the Round the World Yacht Race. Till next time, shipmates.
Jet 6, northwest, Netley, from ship 30
Red Jet 6 VTS, yes, it's safe to do so.
VTS, Red Falcon, Hotel.
Red Falcon VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, UKD Bluefin, approaching the South Bramble, going to cross over to the Reds and hold between the Bourne Gap and the Northeast Gurnard.
That's all copied, thank you.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, white scene approaching Cowes entrance inbound. HMM Le Havre on the Bramble turn outbound. Main channel to the east is a clear channel vessel. UKD Bluefin approaching South Bramble will cross over to the Northeast Gurnard and hold between the Bourne Gap and the Northeast Gurnard. Red Falcon at the Hook outbound and the Arvia approaching Greenland outbound. Main channel to the east is a clear channel vessel. Waverley, VTS, over. Waverley, VTS, traffic information. The Red Falcon at the Calshot Light Float outbound. UKD Bluefin, South Bramble, will cross over to between the Northeast Gurnard and the Bourne Gap and hold there, waiting for the outbound Arvia, currently at SO number 1. Arvia is outbound main channel to east, is a clear channel vessel. Over. VTS, you said you were going over to the West Bramble, is that correct, or are you staying on the red side of the channel? VTS, that's all copied, thank you. Tannhausen, VTS, good evening. Tannhausen, VTS, that's all copied. I confirm you had 2 tugs booked. Traffic information, Aurora, approaching between the forts, outbound. Hasn't called in yet. HMM Le Havre at the PC, outbound. And the Arvia, SO number 1, outbound main channel. Mont Saint-Michel, VTS. Mont Saint-Michel, VTS, that's all copied. Currently there's no reported outbound traffic near the Nab Tower. The next vessel is the Aurora between the forts, outbound main channel. Mont Saint-Michel, VTS, outbound traffic, the Aurora approaching between the forts, outbound main channel. Hasn't called in yet which side of the tower they'll pass over.
VTS, we're Jet 6, shortly departing Town Quay.
VTS, 2 stations talking at once. Aurora, can you send your message again, please? You're outspoken. VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information. The Tannhausen in the Nab Deep Water route inbound. The Mont Saint-Michel, 10 miles south of Nab Tower, will pass west of the Nab Tower inbound. VTS, second station calling VTS. Call again, please.
VTS, we're Jet 6, shortly departing Town Quay.
Red Jet 6, VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information. The Arvia at the Forley Beat Boy, outbound main channel to east, is a clear channel vessel. UKD Bluefin, holding between Bourne Gap and the Northeast Gurnard. And the Waverley, approaching the East Leap inbound, stay to the west of the channel. And Red Eagle, South Bramble inbound.
Thank you.
That's Osmondar VTS, that's all copied. Thank you. Arvia VTS, that's all copied. Traffic information, Red Eagle, North Thorn inbound, UKD Bluefin holding between the Bourne Gap and the Northeast Gurnard, Waverley approaching the East Leap, we'll go to the west of the channel, and the Tannhauser, top of the NAB Deep Water route inbound. Waverley VTS. VTS, that's all copied, and the Red Jet 6 at the Hound outbound.